is not ignorance, it is the illusion of knowledge. I extend my warm welcome to the speaker and other guests and attendees. Before we begin, let's take this opportunity to network and please introduce yourselves. And I'll start with me. I'm Pujita Mallapureddy. I'm doing my MBA in Andhra University, School of International Business.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Danesh. I am currently pursuing my MBA in Department of Commerce and Management, I also own my own construction and event management.
Hello, my name is K. Vendala. I'm currently from Andhra University Women's College. I have done knowledge of Good afternoon, everyone. I'm B. Isha. I'm pursuing my BTech in Computer Science and System Engineering at Andhra University College of Women. I'm in my fourth year. Good morning, everyone. My name is B. Isha. I'm currently pursuing my career in Andhra University.
She's a little bit nervous because. So I'm Raju. I'm the computer.
Myself Vamsi, my childhood friend also. I have my financial plan, my background.
Hi, my name is Vasanth Kumar, owner of Happy
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bhona Kataval from Ravi State College, second year. I am pursuing my BTech in Computer Science and Engineering. I am here to share my coding and some basic knowledge about web development in this.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sai Shrikar. I'm from Ravi Engineering College, CS Department, second year. I have come here to share my project idea about my dream project.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, PT. I'm from AU Engineering College. I'm currently in my third year of BTech in Geoinformatics Department.
Rostan. My name is Vasanth.
Hi all. My name is Rashekar. I'm a tech entrepreneur and blockchain developer at Spotme Seller. I'm here to learn something new and connect with smart people like others.
Hi, this is Krishna. I represent Charles Casey. We don't go business like that.
Hi, I'm Vasanth Kumar. I'm a corporate law firm.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Pardev. I'm currently a third year EC undergraduate path. So I'm actually in my vacation, so I thought I discovered sessions are happening at Andhra University. So I am actually very interested in the startup ecosystem. I thought might as well attend the session and so that I get to know more about building a tech ecosystem around startups. That's my thought.
My name is Chalam. I am an entrepreneur. I deal with medical devices.
Hello everyone, Sriram here. I'm part of an organization called Bharat Chat Plus 360 and it's been working in rural areas for about 46 years. And how do we look at promoting or how to promote startups? But that's been my the next steps for part of the rural development process. So then started Grameen incubation and we're working with women and special focus. And we have about 5 startups getting in. So Grameen incubation and AU together is what started the startup started. Partly the idea is while we think about and Vizag level. We also wanted how we could actually come at what sources, human resources, while capital marketing can happen from
మేము బ్యాంకర్స్ తో మాట్లాడేటట్టు వాళ్ళు ఎంత కావాలో అంత అమౌంట్ వాళ్ళకి వచ్చేటట్టు చేయడం వల్ల వాళ్ళకి ఈ మనీ సేవ్ అవుతుంది. అది పవర్టీ ట్రాప్ లో పడకుండా కొంతవరకు మేము చేయగలుగుతాం. అలాగే ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు డీజిల్ రేటు రోజు రోజు పెరిగిపోతుంది. అలాగే కొత్తగా డీజిల్ ఎలక్ట్రికల్ వెహికల్ కొనాలంటే వాళ్ళకి 4 lakhs వరకు అవుతుంది. మేము ఇప్పుడు ఆల్రెడీ ఉన్న ఆటోస్ నే రెట్రోఫిట్ చేసి ఎలక్ట్రికల్ ఆటో కింద కన్వర్ట్ చేయడానికి మేము చేస్తున్నాము. ఆల్రెడీ ఆర్టీ అప్రూవల్స్ అవి అప్లై చేసుకున్నాం. వస్తే మేము దాన్ని కూడా స్టార్ట్ చేసేస్తాం. దానివల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే ఇయర్లీ మంత్లీ 15,000 దగ్గర వాళ్ళకి సేవ్ అవుతుంది. అలాగే నెక్స్ట్ ఓన్లీ ఇప్పుడు డీజిల్ వెహికల్స్ ఉన్నాయి. వైజాగ్ లో ఇట్సెల్ఫ్ 50,000 ఆటోస్, 50,000 ప్లస్, ఆల్ ఓవర్ ఇండియా 50 lakh ప్లస్ ఆటోస్. ఈ 50,000 ఆటోస్ రోజు మినిమం 5 liters ఆఫ్ డీజిల్ కన్జ్యూమ్ చేస్తున్నాం. రోజుకి 2,50,000 ఆఫ్ లీటర్స్ డీజిల్ కన్జ్యూమ్ చేస్తాం. దానికోసం మేము ఏంటంటే ఐఓసిఎల్ హెచ్పీతో టైప్ చేసుకోండి, వాళ్ళ దగ్గర నుంచి కొంత మార్జిన్ మనీ చేసి దాన్ని వెల్ఫేర్ కింద యూజ్ చేయడానికి మేము చేస్తాం. అంటే మామూలుగా మనము ఫిల్ చేసుకున్నా సరే డీజిల్ లీటర్కి అంటే నేను 100 rupeesకి 75 rupees వరకు డెబిట్ కార్డ్ రివర్సల్ అవి అమౌంట్ ఇస్తాం. అలా ఏంటంటే ఏదో ఒక పర్టికులర్ వన్స్ తో మేము టైప్ చేసుకొని వాళ్ళకి ఆ అమౌంట్ ని వెల్ఫేర్ కింద యూజ్ చేయడం. అలాగే సేమ్ టైం ఏంటంటే అడ్వర్టైజింగ్, అది ఇప్పటి వరకు ఆటోలో అడ్వర్టైజింగ్ అంటే ఓన్లీ బ్యానర్స్ అంటిస్తున్నారు. అలా కాకుండా మేము డిఫరెంట్ వేలో వెళ్తాం. అంటే ప్యాంప్లెట్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్, ఆటో రిక్షా, నెక్స్ట్ ఎవరైనా యాప్స్ ఏమైనా ప్రమోట్ చేయాలంటే ఎవ్రీ ఆటో డ్రైవర్ ప్రతి రోజు 20-30 మందిని ట్రావెల్ అంటే వాళ్ళతో పాటు ఆటోలో ట్రావెల్ చేస్తాం. అలాంటప్పుడు వాళ్ళ ఆటో వాళ్ళతో ఇంటరాక్ట్ అయ్యి ఏదైనా ప్రొడక్ట్ కూడా ప్రమోట్ చేయడానికి అవుతుంది. ఆ విధంగా కూడా మేము తీసుకెళ్దాం. ఆల్రెడీ చేస్తున్నాము. యాప్ కూడా ఆల్మోస్ట్ లాంచింగ్ స్టేజ్ లో ఉంది. ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆర్ ఎనీ అడ్వైజెస్?
బేసిక్ గా మీరు డ్రైవర్స్ కి
అవును, ఇప్పుడు ప్రస్తుతం అయితే ఆటో డ్రైవర్స్ అంటే ఓవరాల్ కమర్షియల్ డ్రైవర్స్ అందరినీ మేము సెగ్మెంట్ డ్రైవర్ కమ్యూనిటీ బిల్డ్ చేసి డ్రైవర్ కమ్యూనిటీ బిల్డ్ ఇది చేయడం వల్ల ఏంటంటే నెక్స్ట్ ఓలా ఊబర్ లాంటి యాప్ చేయొచ్చు. డెలివరీస్ ఇది అంటే మ్యాన్ పవర్ కింద కూడా యూజ్ చేసుకోవాలి. డెలివరీస్ కానీ ఓలా ఊబర్ స్టార్టెడ్. అంటే ఇప్పుడైతే ఇన్సూరెన్స్ చేస్తాం, అది రెవెన్యూ అంటే. అంటే యాక్చువల్గా ఎప్పటి నుంచో వర్క్ చేస్తాను, అంటే ఇన్వెస్టర్స్ కోసం తిరిగి లాస్ట్ ఏంటంటే నేను ఇన్సూరెన్స్ అందులో ఒక పార్ట్ యాక్చువల్గా అది ఇప్పుడు నాకు మేజర్ అయిపోయింది. అవి 6 years అది పక్కన పెట్టి ఇప్పుడు రెవెన్యూ నాకైతే సఫిషియంట్ ఇన్కమ్ ఉంది, నేను లాంచ్ చేసుకోవడం ఇది వచ్చింది. అందుకే ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ దాన్ని మాడిఫై చేశాను. స్టార్టింగ్ కి ఇప్పటికి చాలా మాడిఫై చేసి దాన్ని లాంచ్ చేస్తాను. అందుకని ఫస్ట్
So, anybody have any questions?
So, wait. సో మీరు 2000 ఎప్పుడు మొదలు పెట్టారు?
2012 అండి. అంటే నేను ఆటో వాళ్ళతో ఇంటరాక్ట్ అవ్వడం కోసం గ్యారేజ్ అంటే నాకు ఆ ఫీల్డ్ అంటే నేను మెకానికల్ సైడ్ లేను, నేను ఎంకామ్ చేశాను, నేను మార్కెటింగ్ జాబ్ చేసేవాడిని. నేను 2012 ఐఎస్బి ఐడియా కాంటెస్ట్ లో 500 ఎంట్రీస్ వస్తే నాకు టాప్ 40 సెలెక్ట్ అయింది. అప్పుడు ఏంటంటే నాకు కంప్లీట్ గా ఈ ఓలా ఊబర్ కాన్సెప్ట్ అంటే ఆ కాన్సెప్ట్ నాకు సెలెక్ట్ అయింది. ఆ టాప్ 40లోకి వెళ్ళింది. కానీ టాప్ 10 కావాలంటే అది అప్పుడు కమర్షియల్ ఇది సోషల్ అడిగారు. చాలా మంది అన్నారు సోషల్ చూపిస్తే ఎవరు మీకు ఫండింగ్ ఇవ్వరు అని అన్నారని దానికి కమర్షియల్ ఎలిమెంట్స్. అన్ఫార్చునేట్ అది మిస్ అయింది. ఓకే బాగానే ఉంది కానీ ఇప్పుడు ఆటో వాళ్ళతో ఇంటరాక్ట్ అయ్యేవాడిని. అయితే కామన్ ప్లేస్ ఉండాలి కదా, ఆటో వాళ్ళతో వెళ్తుంటే ఓకే ఈ రోజు వెళ్తే ఆటో వాడు ఉంటాడు, రేపు ఆటో అక్కడ ఉంటాడు. అలా కాదని అప్పుడు గ్యారేజ్ స్టార్ట్ చేసి గ్యారేజ్ చేయడం వల్ల ఆటో వాళ్ళందరూ నా దగ్గరికి వచ్చారు. అంటే నేను సర్వీసెస్ అవి చాలా ప్రొవైడ్ చేశాను. అంటే ఫ్రీ వాటర్ సర్వీస్ అని అలా ఒక షోరూమ్ గ్యారేజ్ లాగా ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేసి చేసేవాళ్ళు. నేను ఒక 20-30 సర్వీసెస్ అంటే వాళ్ళకి అనుకుంటే ఒక ఇన్సూరెన్స్ అనేది అంటే డీవియేట్ అన్ను, కాకపోతే నాకు మేజర్ ఇన్కమ్ అయిపోయింది. యాక్చువల్గా నేను మంత్లీ 2 months 1 పాలసీ చేసేవాడిని. అలాంటిది ఒక మంత్కి నేను 15 to 20 lakhs బిజినెస్ చేసే రీంగ్ అయిపోయింది ఇన్సూరెన్స్. అంటే వాళ్ళకి ఆ డిస్కౌంట్ ఇవ్వడమో లేకపోతే దేనివల్ల కానీ వాళ్ళు మౌత్ పబ్లిసిటీ వల్ల అయిపోయి నేను కొంచెం అంటే ఇన్సూరెన్స్ కంప్లీట్గా ఇన్సూరెన్స్ వైపు వెళ్ళిపోయాను. లాస్ట్ 6 months నుంచి అయ్యో నేను అనుకునేది ఇది కాదు, నేను ఎటు వెళ్ళిపోతున్నానని చెప్పి మళ్ళీ ఇప్పుడు రావడానికి.
మెకానిక్ అది స్టోర్ మూసేసారా?
అది మెకానిక్ హ్యాండ్ ఓవర్ చేశాను.
ఎవరో చూసుకుంటారు.
ఎవరో
Basically, you started something in 2012. We are now pivoting to different idea. Slightly.
అంటే సేమ్ అదేనండి. అంటే యాక్చువల్గా అప్పుడు గ్యారేజ్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఉండేది. ఇప్పుడు గ్యారేజ్ అంటే వేరియస్ ప్లేసెస్ లో గ్యారేజెస్ పెట్టి డిస్కౌంట్ దీంట్లో ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే గ్యారేజ్ తో టైప్ లేకపోతే గ్యారేజ్ తో టైప్ చేసుకున్నాం. ఇంకా ఏదైతే నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్రాంచైజీ మోడల్ లో కూడా గ్యారేజ్ అది అంటే బేస్ వచ్చింది అనుకోండి. అప్పుడైతే ఈవీ ఆలోచన లేదంటే అప్పుడంతా ఈవీ మీద అంత లేదు. ఇప్పుడు రెట్రోఫిట్ ఈవీ అంటే అదొక మేజర్ బిజినెస్.
ఓకే. Vijita, how much time do we have?
Q&A session we just finished 7 minutes.
So I can ask a couple of
Yes,
more.
sir, you can.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Never said we are all passengers for this auto, right? Some point.
Yeah.
Half point. Actual nature is sir. Single to మన ఫ్యామిలీ వెళ్తాం భయపడతాం ఆటో. సో ఆ యాంగిల్ బికాస్ మేము ఆటో వాళ్ళకి చెప్పలేం. అంటే డ్రైవ్ చేస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి ఈ సైడ్ నేను కొన్ని ఆటో ఏపీ గవర్నమెంట్ ఏదో మెషిన్
గవర్నమెంట్ అన్నిటికీ కంపల్సరీ చేసినారు.
పనిచేస్తున్నది నాకైతే వెరిఫై ఆటోలో మెటల్ పనిచేయ హైదరాబాద్ రైట్ ఎలా పనిచేస్తే అందరికీ తెలుసు. సో అందుకే ఇలా ఊబర్ వచ్చారు నేను ఊబర్ బుక్ చేస్తే ఈవెన్ దో మై మదర్ ఈస్ మూవింగ్ కార్ ఐ కెన్ ట్రాక్ కార్ ఎక్కడ దాకా వెళ్తాను. అంటే సెక్యూర్ అల్టిమేట్లీ 50,000 మంది ఆటో డ్రైవర్లు లేదు, వైజాగ్లో 30,000. ఆ కనెక్టివిటీ ఆటోమేటిక్ అంటే ఆ పాయింట్
అవన్నీ ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేస్తారు. ఇలాంటి అంటే కస్టమర్ నుంచి సేమ్ టైం ఆటో డ్రైవర్స్ నుంచి కూడా రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ అవి ఒక్కొక్కటి మనం సాల్వ్ చేసుకునేది.
రైట్.
సో ఈ ప్రశ్నలు ఎందుకు అడుగుతున్నానంటే గౌతమ్ ఉన్నాడు వెనకాల కొంచెం ఆయన మీ దగ్గరికి వచ్చి తర్వాత మాట్లాడతాడు. got an idea that he's mentioned twice or thrice, so which matches a little part of what you had done. So I think there's an advantage there. Last week or last meeting, which one there was an idea related to EV conversion. ఆయన లేడు, but if he was there, I think you can talk to him and probably both of you can share some. పర్వాలేదు దానికి ఇంగ్లీష్ వచ్చు. హీస్ జస్ట్ బీయింగ్ లిటిల్ మోడెస్ట్.
టెక్నికల్ పార్ట్ అంటే లైక్ యూజర్ ఫ్రెండ్లీ ఉంటుందా ఏమైనా లైక్ ఆటో సర్వీస్ అందరికి
తెలుగులో ఉంది.
బట్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద పీపుల్ ఎల్డర్ పీపుల్ యూజెస్ ఇన్ బేసిక్లీ లైక్ వాయిస్ కంట్రోల్స్ యూజ్ చేస్తారు. లైక్ టెక్నికల్ కాన్ టైప్ ఆర్ సంథింగ్ లైక్ యూజ్ వాయిస్ కంట్రోల్.
అంటే అంత అడ్వాన్స్ దీంట్లో వెళ్ళలేదు. జస్ట్ ఏంటంటే కమ్యూనిటీ బిల్డింగ్ తీర్పడం. నెక్స్ట్ స్టేజ్ లో అది ఐడియా ఉంది యాక్చువల్గా. అంటే ఇంత టెక్నాలజీ ఉండాలంటే యాప్ చేయడానికి చాలా ఎక్స్పెన్సివ్. బేసిక్ దీంట్లో అంటే వెబ్ యాప్లో వెళ్ళి నెక్స్ట్ ఏంటంటే డెవలప్ చేస్తుంది. ఇవన్నీ ఉన్నాయి ఎందుకంటే అసలు చాలా మంది 90% ఆఫ్ ది పీపుల్ ఇల్లిటరేట్స్ ఉందండి. లాంచ్ చేయలేదు.
వసంత్ ఎవరు డెవలప్ చేస్తున్నారు అది?
యాక్చువల్గా ముంబై కన్సల్టెన్సీ, స్టార్ట్అప్ కన్సల్టెన్సీ. ఇంట్లో
ఎన్ని లక్షలు ఇస్తున్నారు వాళ్ళకి?
ఏంటి
ఎన్ని లక్షలు ఇస్తున్నారు వాళ్ళకి?
2 lakhs అయింది. కానీ అనుకున్నట్టు ఏమీ ఇది రావట్లేదు.
అదే ఎనీ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ డెవలపర్స్ ఇన్ ద రూమ్? సో
we can help you.
అందుకే నేను యాక్చువల్గా నేను రావడానికి కారణం ఏంటంటే నాకు టెక్నికల్ అది బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ లేదు. మరి చెప్పినప్పుడు అంటున్నారు, తర్వాత వెళ్ళి అడిగేటప్పటికి ఇది ఇందులో రాదు, దీనికి ఇంకో ఏపీఐ అది ఉండాలి, నాకు ఇది ఉండాలి, ఎవరు చెప్తున్నారు.
ఇన్సూరెన్స్ వాడు అదే అంటారు కదా, మీకు కట్టిన కాబట్టి మీకు ఇచ్చిన తర్వాత ఎక్కడైనా
అడ్వైస్ కూడా ఇవ్వట్లేదు. అంటే ఇది ఇలా చేస్తే ఇప్పుడు ఏదో మనం ఇలా చేస్తే బాగుంటుందని కూడా అనట్లేదు.
ఫాస్ట్ ఇస్ ఫాస్ట్. ఆయన హీస్ రెడీ టు హెల్ప్. We are connecting you to help you move forward. Please talk to him. If it doesn't work, we'll find somebody else. No problem. He'll help somebody else. Right? We are here to help one another.
That's what I can do.
Okay. Mechanics.
అంటే యాక్చువల్గా ఏంటంటే ఆటో వాళ్ళు ఎక్కడ కూడా ఇబ్బంది పడకుండానే, అంటే సిటీలో ఎక్కడెక్కడ మెకానిక్స్ ఉన్నారు, ఎక్కడెక్కడ గ్యారేజెస్ ఉన్నాయి, ఎక్కడెక్కడ టైర్ పంక్చర్ అవి ఉన్నాయి. నెక్స్ట్ ప్రతి మెకానిక్ కూడా ఏమంటారు బ్రేక్ డౌన్ రారండి. ఆ బ్రేక్ డౌన్కి వచ్చే మెకానిక్స్ అంటే నైట్ టైం ఆగిపోయింది, ఏ టైం సార్ అంటే నేను మొత్తం చెప్పలేదండి. దీన్ని అయితే చెప్తే ఎవరికి చెప్పినా ఏంటంటే ఎంత పెద్ద నువ్వు చేయలేవు అన్నట్టు అంటున్నారు. అదే సార్ ఇంకా చెప్తా అంటే మేము ఆటో డ్రైవర్స్ అండ్ ఫ్యామిలీ వెల్ఫేర్ అండి. అంటే ఆటో డ్రైవర్స్ ఒకరు ఎర్న్ చేస్తున్నారు, 4-5 అంటే మదరు, సిస్టరు, ఇంకా వీళ్ళందరూ ఏంటంటే ఇంటి దగ్గర ఉంటున్నారు. వాళ్ళకి టైం అంటే టీవీ చూడడానికి అవుతుంది. ఆ టైం కూడా యూటిలైజ్ చేసి విత్ ఇన్ ది హౌస్ హోల్డ్ దే కెన్ ఎర్న్ 100 to 200 rupees అలా ఎర్న్ చేసుకునే విధంగా కూడా, అంటే ఇందులో స్టాఫ్ తీసుకున్నది కూడా ఆటో డ్రైవర్స్ ఫ్యామిలీ నుంచే తీసుకున్నాం మొత్తం. అంటే ఈ కమ్యూనిటీని ఎలా యూటిలైజ్ చేసుకొని చేయడానికి ఇంకా అంటే అన్ని పాయింట్స్ మెన్షన్ చేస్తే అది ఒకటి స్టెప్ బై స్టెప్ అండి, ఫేజ్ బై ఫేజ్. అంటే ఒకటి ఫస్ట్ అందుకే ఇన్సూరెన్స్ నుంచి వెళ్ళాను.
బట్ ఆయన చెప్పింది
These teams they have very limited tools and skill level also very limited. I'll tell you one of the use case recently. One of our customer Haldiram Vijayawala in Calcutta, they have 3,500 stores across Kolkata. They are doing the business, and ransom virus attacked, and for 2 days, luckily for the main server, the network engineer got a log information that so and so attack was attacked in so and so system. Immediately he acted and isolated that main server, but remaining all 10 servers where our applications are running completely destroyed. And in 2 days, they lost 2 crores of business. In next 3 days, they're going to touch 10 crores, which will make that company to come back after 6 months. It's a huge loss. So when we come to this data breach, now if you see IBM QRadar is playing a bigger role. So when we consider about the futuristic point of view, the kind of tools your network engineers or securities, whatever in place now, going further, it will not help, because today the ransom virus attacks, whatever we are talking about, which is in the 5th generation, but most of the companies still using the 3rd grade generation softwares only. So you people cannot be ready to face that kind of ransom viruses which we are seeing now. So let's look. You can look at the AI-powered cyber security platforms like IBM QRadar. You can check about it. It really going to give you such kind of sophisticated functionalities which can predict the any kind of bugs well in advance, and you can slowly improve your security point of view also. And if for a start, when we talk about startups, for startups to help you guys, I know investing in these kind of things will be a biggest challenge. You can use a KALI, Kali's operating system, which going to have a kind of security point of view. It will give you complete information. So any startup, any products you are developing, shift to the Kali operating system. That really going to help you guys. Okay. The next one is improve user engagement. This is the most important. Okay. Of Now, how you can improve? Now, whenever you're doing any business, what is your platform? Your website, right? Now, whenever you're having a website, how you'll know that how I'm getting a business? This is the most important part. You should know that how people are engaging in your website. Maybe your website is doing, you have a lot of services. Okay, you should know which service the people are connecting to your website. Okay, so if you see in the market, the trend is like this: Google Analytics is one side, all other softwares on the other side. Okay, now whenever you have a website, what you will do? Your website, you're going to create ads. That is the purpose of your websites, right? Where your ads will run. It will run in a YouTube, it will run in a Facebook, it will run in your Insta. So whenever you want to know that whatever traffic it is coming to your website, through which channel it is coming, how the customer is reaching. If you have posted some marketing page or your product in YouTube, if you see that more than 50% people coming from YouTube to my website and they are checking it, this kind of information the Google Analytics can give you. It can also tell you that these are the people from this city, this is the age group people are coming to my page. That is the another level of advantage you'll get from the analytics. But now you see some of the e-commerce platforms. If you're getting into a business kind of e-commerce platforms where your customers can buy any policy or anything, now if you want to see that how you can improvise your particular website, maybe the person from YouTube he reached to my website. After that he selected my policies. Then he went to the payment gateway. There I can see that there is a 20% of people are dropping at the payment gateway. So this analytics will tell you that boss at this location you have to do some improvise. People are feeling this not comfortable to use your payment gateway. So analytics is the other level which will really going to help your business to give all those insights. So you need to have these kind of engagement kind of platforms which will really going to help you in your business pipeline. The next one is social media. This is the most, I think everybody know that whenever we talk about a social media, SEO is something comes into the picture. We use our social media for so whatever you're going to use social media, make sure that your social media, whatever you're doing, it should come to your website. So that kind of posting you can do. So check it out what kind of approach you can follow in the social media games. The next one is digital marketing. Okay, so when we talk about the digital marketing, see what exactly? Sorry, we started using HubSpot recently. Okay, every website have a contact us. What you will do with the contact us? You want people to reach out to you. That is only one step, right? So you will have you can buy whenever we're talking about email marketing is the only one trending word you'll see. We have seen for more than 10 years. We give some money, 10,000 rupees or 50,000 rupees, you'll get the data. What you do after that? Okay, 4-5 years back, if you ask any company, they used to create their own template. It can be in a PowerPoint or a Photoshop for every business. Make it and send it through an email. But that is not that engaging. Okay, and whenever people reach into your contact us, where that information will be, it will be stored in some files, and you'll again writing the mails. That is the old way of doing the business. Now, if you see, HubSpot is very free compared to Salesforce. The plans will be little bit high. HubSpot, you have a 3-4 plans. The first plan is free. In that, we are using HubSpot and we can see how many customers have reached, from which location they have reached. I can select everyone. I can build my own, campaign. I can modify it. I can track which particular campaign is really working very well. Okay, but these things, when you do it using the email marketing, you cannot achieve all these analytics. So use HubSpot or Salesforce is also next level, but the plans are a little bit high. The Joho campaign is also really good. We have used Joho campaign, and the next one is improved customer services. When we talk about a customer services, how many of you are using Act Fiber? Act Fiber. Act Fiber started somewhere in 2005 or 2006. Whenever my internet goes down, I have to make a call and the engineer comes. It used to take a lot of time. Today, if you see that my Act, I can go to the Act, I can have a proper help desk there. Because the help desk means previously help desk means you make a call, that call information will be noted in some software, and later it will be followed up. But things are not connected this. Now today, if you see, you have such a beautiful help desk softwares available, and in that help desk softwares will track three areas which are more important for our business. For help desk, we depend upon one employee will say, okay, from today, whatever calls you comes, please track it and make sure that business we get more business. But if you maintain these kind of information in Excel sheet, you cannot do that. Even so, you have a proper help desk where all the information can be tracked clearly, because today you get 100 leads through help desk. Maybe all 100 leads cannot be converted. You got 50 complaints. Maybe all 50 complaints are not satisfied 100%. So you should be knowing all that 360 degrees of your help desk, how it is performing, because end of the day, what is the purpose of doing the business if your help desk is not properly responding to your customers? If today, if someone is not responding properly, what we will do? Everybody post it in a LinkedIn or post it in a Twitter saying that this company is not doing a service. So before you reach to that level, better you have a proper help desk. That itself will give you a better business. Okay. So next comes the video content. TikTok has given that revolution, right? Before TikTok, we never know that, acha, this much of business we can do using a video content. Okay, so video content is the most important part. So how you can create a video content? So you can spend a lot of time on your video content now, because it's no. Whenever I have, for example, you have a product now. Now, how better you can communicate that product to the end users who are coming. Okay, whenever we stand here, we talk about a content in this way. These days are gone. Now you can better present on a video. So make yourself that 1 minute videos or 2 minute videos which can float into your websites or social media. Spend, because if you talk about the mails, pamphlets, banners, this is already there. But the future market is video. The percentage, if you see here, it's not even more than 10% as on to it. So this is the future. So for the future purpose, I think I can see nowadays people co-work spaces. I can see the status. Video content, at least we'll take that 1 minute movement to see what that video is, because the sound, the images, so everybody will create that small intention. Okay, okay, what we say, attention towards that video. So video content is something more important. Whatever you want to present in the future, better invest on the video content. Next one is virtual. This is my area, because we are into the market giving digital enterprise solutions. Okay, so as part of the digital enterprise solutions, when we talk about, let's take an example of ICICI Bank or GoDaddy. Whenever we used to work 5 to 6 years before, it was not that interactive, because if I ask some random questions also, it will not to my particular problem. But today, if you go to this website, you have the virtual assistants in place. Whenever we talk about a virtual assistant, everybody will think, sir, how much investment we have to put on its virtual assistants, because that is not readily available. We have been working. We can help you in that side, because we are into in the last 5-6 years we are helping the companies to meet that web technology and mobility technology. We are the big players connecting with enterprise applications. So we are helping Middle East clients. Now we are stepping into Dubai market also, because the challenges the companies face is today. Enterprise applications, anything you want to connect, there is a huge software available, but licenses softwares are too costly. Skill set also very challenged. So that is where we are using open source technologies which will reduce your cost. And the maintenance wise, now you have the cloud platforms available. You can utilize the cloud platforms where you can reduce your cost with the infrastructure also. Okay, so today if you want your startup, do not worry about your infrastructures, do not worry about your softwares. Everything can be manageable and done on the cloud platforms. That's all. Any question? Yes, sir.
What help desk software would you recommend?
Help desk software. See, one of the clients came and he told that per day it's a hearing aid. When you see a hearing aid in complete India, is the only one company. To that company, all distributors across India will connect to them, and they have Azure in one side. They have on-premise servers. There are 4-5 servers. From all websites, the content comes, and they'll maintain in Excel sheets and to communicate with the customer. So we went there with one of our uh, partners, and we explained to build this many use cases. Again, it's a cost. He listened to us, but later, when we have seen, he introduced his own. He recruited one of the employee, and he done it with IBM Watson. Today, if you ask me what is the best help desk you can develop, use IBM Watson, because I see any small business or up to 5 to 10 years business also you can easily manage with IBM.
But that one is more like a virtual assistant, chatbot kind of a thing.
No, see,
What I'm talking about is a ticketing system.
yes, see, a ticketing system.
Will Watson help?
When we are seeing ticketing system, we serving around 38 clients today. Everybody have their own help desk, but when it comes for every project we have a different layers. We have 5 to 6 members teams works. For 5 to 6 members teams, we cannot give a one ticketing software to serve all the purposes. So today, if you ask me, can we get into that level of things? It's not going to help. So you can have you use open source technology to build a small that kind of interface which can be connected. And we developed our own tool which we are using from last 3 years. Now we are taking to the cloud. So if you want something, we can give you because that is on the trial run. If you want, you can use it.
You beta tested. Thank you.
It's now time for a networking break. Refreshments are available outside. Please be back in 10 minutes and please avoid bringing your refreshments inside. Thank you.
చూడండి నేను ఇంకా నేను MBA సెకండ్.
In the meantime, if any one of you are not joined in our WhatsApp group, please scan this and join in our WhatsApp group so that you'll get all our notifications. Please scan the QR code and register your presence at this meeting today.
ఇక్కడ ఇంకన్స్ అని చెప్పారు మా సార్. ఇక్కడ ఇంకన్స్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తాను. చూసారు ఇంకా ఒకసారి మాట్లాడండి. స్టార్ట్అప్స్తో ఇంటరాక్ట్ అవ్వి
నాకు తెలిసి మీ డొమైన్ ఏరియా
Scan this and after this
సాఫ్ట్వేర్ లో కొంచెం స్ట్రాంగ్ అంటే స్ట్రాంగ్ ఇన్ ది సెన్స్
register here, then you can add your details there.
Okay, now can I have your attention back? Yes. Thank you and welcome back. So, how many of you believe that every great thing will start with the first step? Thank you for your response. So now we have Mr. Shrikar to fetch his steps in our presence in order to achieve his goal. Let me welcome him.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Sai Shrikar from Raghu Engineering College. Does anyone know about no-code technology? No-code. Yeah. My project depends upon the no-code technology. It's like a platform. So, my project depends upon it's an open technology platform where we build softwares and applications with a drag and drop concept. It's simple like pick up your element from the library, drag into your page, and it's done. The whole coding will be done in the background by the AI using artificial intelligence, which codes itself in the efficient way where we can't imagine even a human being with a full skill set can do it. The problems of the remaining, we have the competition with the other no-code platforms such as Microsoft Power Apps, Google Flutter, but the problem with them is they don't give the access to the developer for developing the backend completely and front end completely. They give the templates to design application and it's done. That's all. But here we provide a full-fledged development of the software or the application of the developer in the desired way, in his desired way. So, how can we develop? That could be the question. He just drags from the library and is dropped in the panel. That's all. Everything will be done by itself. And the front end development directly connects to the back end development, which leads him to the easiest way. The advantages of this platform is it's 8 times faster than the normal traditional procedure of the development of software. It's like if 100 persons are developing a software, it uses only 20 members and if the project takes only 100 crores, then it takes only 20 crores, where it gets into very time management, which uses very time efficiency. We use the coming to the AI part. We give coming to the AI part. We give the artificial intelligence guiding assistance for the developer, who where a layman can also develop his own application depending on his skills. The only thing he should learn is how to operate this platform. The AI guiding assistant starts from the beginning of the application, from the first layer to the ending layer. It helps the developer to develop the whole system from the front end to back end. And another is software integration. A software integration can be done in the application through third parties also. Like you can say that APIs. They can integrate APIs directly into it. And the other thing is secure and protected. Yeah, AI comes with the we provide the algorithm to the AI that codes itself in a very way that in a second. And and the other thing is visual user interface. The only thing the user should have the idea to develop is he should know the how the application should look like. Depending on this, it's very convenient, it's very accessible to everyone, from the senior developer to junior developer, from the fresher to the layman. The no-code technology holds a market of 13.2 billion in 2020, but by the time of the 2030, it reaches to a 187. This could be more, and we are integrating AI. As it touches by 2028, it touches a $2 trillion market share. Integrating these both can get our business to the next level. We provide different types of packages like a business plan, premium plan, and community plan. This software is a B2B. It won't provide to the customer directly. Like it's a business plan. The business plan uses by the whole multinational companies so that they can continue their legacy projects, like such as Microsoft has the Windows and Apple has the iOS or Mac OS, which has the legacy structure of the code, so they can integrate in this platform and they can hold on development with the no-code technology on our platforms. And we have the premium plans so that the middle companies also, middle profitable companies also can make their applications or softwares. And the community plans goes for the free product, where it's like a trail version. It's only from a limited time. Here's our execution plan. Firstly, we develop the front end completely, then we integrate with the back end and the front end. So after integrating front end and back end, integrating the AI is the most difficult part. If we develop completely from starting front end and back end with the integrated AI, it makes complex code. So it takes years. So it's better to develop from front end and integrating back end. So partially releasing the AI will be the best way. As we know, we have the common business risks like human risk, operational risk, security risk, finance risk, so many business risks. So in this project, I looked into the major risks like human risk. What if it's a failure by employee? Then it's a failure by the company also. So to avoid this, we may take some charges. So the market position of this application or this platform could be the nearly like we provide more features with a reasonable price. That's all. Thank you.
You can pause your
questions or any suggestions for them?
To develop a new algorithm, it scores itself. So taking the inputs. I think you are familiar with ChatGPT. ChatGPT takes the inputs from the already given library. But here our algorithm takes the input and it creates its own library depending on the use.
So you are saying that our market
actually, it's the approach of front end. The developer only get into the back end or the and like we have companies that specify to only single language.
What Congress or what technologies we wanted to first solve the A algorithm first? Want to focus on what technologies or what code?
Pardon?
So which is easy that you solve in no. ఏ టెక్నాలజీస్ ఈ లాంగ్వేజ్ లో ఫస్ట్ ఏ అల్గోరిథమ్స్ డెవలప్ చేస్తే సో ఈజీగా ఫస్ట్ సాల్వ్ చేయగలరు సో స్టెప్ బ్యాక్
ఏఐ డెవలప్ చేయడం లేకపోతే ఏఐని మేమైనా డెవలప్ చేస్తాం
వాట్ ఏరియాస్ యువర్ ఫోకసింగ్ ఆన్
It's asking you which language is the easiest to program the way that you want to program.
My question is, which language to focus first on to solve?
అదే చెప్తున్నాను అదే ఆయనకి చెప్తున్నాను ఆయనతో లక్ష్మీపతి రాజు గారితో మీరు ఇది చేస్తానని చెప్పారు కదా చేస్తున్నప్పుడు లాంగ్వేజెస్ మీకు కావాల్సిన లాంగ్వేజ్ కంపెనీకి లాంగ్వేజ్ ఏది కావాలంటే అది చేస్తానమ్మా అవన్నీ చేయాలంటే టైం పడుతుంది కదా అందులో ఏ లాంగ్వేజ్ తో మొదలు పెడతారు మీరు అని అడుగుతారు బికాజ్ ఇట్స్ ఈజీ
Yeah, sir. The AI algorithm depends on this. So AI automatically chooses the efficient language for the specific one. So our application develop cheyalana or software develop cheyalana, we use various types of languages for various sections in the body. So AI chooses automatically and it codes efficiently in its familiar language.
And not to be negative, but
so I prepared my education plan. Firstly, we will develop front end, then back end. So later on, we will integrate AI. But from the starting itself, we won't integrate AI. Very good.
Suppose you are trying to create a no-code from a JavaScript. Suppose your output is JavaScript. Coding is something. As you told, you have technical team starting here. Then please try to use Brain.js. It's a library for artificial intelligence. But suppose we start with JavaScript. There are so many languages like C, C++, Python. So what essentially is consider JavaScript first. Please take Brain.js, artificial intelligence, which is very, very important. So just take it, try to create JavaScript. If you are successful, then you can pass on the next other version. First, it has same for loops, right loops. So don't become all the language. As these are my suggestion and then the execution plan is consider JavaScript and take Brain.js as an AI engine. First, create a solution for a JavaScript. Then jump into the other languages. Then you can reach your target.
How do you handle the security? Which most of the AI generated code have a lot of security vulnerabilities, right? How do you handle it? I think you may know about GitHub Copilot. It will create a lot of code but have a lot of security vulnerabilities. How do you handle it?
Actually, we handle only AI rather than the platform. Platform will be handled by AI. So we create an algorithm for the AI that it could handle itself. The maintenance should be done by us. That's all. Can be developed itself.
I am probably the only naive here. I don't come from this background, and this presentation didn't make much sense to me because I'm illiterate. So I didn't even notice the company name. Now,
Just a concept of
it's a concept.
that I'm trying to.
So can you give me a practical example? Is that a meaningful question? I don't know. Can you give me a practical use case where I am whatever you're trying to develop? Where will I be able to? I'm very unfamiliar.
We don't have a practical example.
So, okay, I will help him.
Sure.
Can I?
Yes. Can help.
So, one of the biggest challenges that we have with IT, software development, and so on is you need software developers. And there are not enough software developers. There are very few software developers. The reality of good software development చేస్తానన్నారు అన్న దేశంలో 1 మంది. But people who can actually develop good software is minuscule. Okay? Now, imagine this problem which is with all the 7 billion people all over the world. IT is becoming bigger and bigger, taking a bigger role in everything that we do. So you need to, whenever you need something, for example, a website develop chesaru or a app develop chesaru over one person. అందులో even if you want to change a letter, an alphabet, we need to go back to the software developer and ask them to change it because we don't know how to change it. Right? That's an extreme example, but you understand the idea. I want to change the price of my cookies. They are 30 rupees a cookie. I want to change it to 29 rupees and I give a discount. I need to go back to a software developer, make them change it so that I can sell that. I am chastunadi first one part before I tell you what he is doing. There are these technologies that are coming up which allow lay people without knowing software programming. If you know what your program, what logic you want, I want to change this to this program needs to go this way. It will allow you to do that without any coding. Okay, there are 2 parts to it. Srikar Chastinari, no code, completely no code. You don't have to touch code at all. Coding happens automatically based on how you are going and using, putting some bits and pieces together. There is something else called low code where you need to know a little bit of coding, but the rest of the code is made for. Ratan develop చేస్తుందంటే is developing a tool that what he is calling a platform where anybody can come use the platform that he is developing to develop your own product, a website, an app, any software. You can develop it on your own using his platform. There are platforms already available which are very expensive. He is saying that I can make it less expensive and I can also automate it, use AI and a lot of things like that.
Either be successful.
Yeah.
One side the best of luck, the other side we want ideas. So that is the idea. See, you say that you would have that is what you already have it. That is your state.
Is it like the Big Four website?
Yes.
Yeah. Similar to Wix. Wix is website building.
Yeah, and it is on software side, you know, like Wix of software. Always good. I'm a sales guy. I'm a marketing. Okay, I don't know about software. You're a software guy. Bloomberg always. You need to present what exactly is your mind. Do it on the system. Because we are the neighbor, we don't understand unless I don't know how my phone works, but I know how to operate it. For the backend people, for him, my last is an output and software. I don't have to look at the system on techniques. For you, your mind. It's a confident big output because sometimes we can't explain very constantly until you use it. If you tell me that like how the WhatsApp works, definitely don't get it. It's better operating instead of knowing how the WhatsApp works.
So, one last thing. Sriram garu ippude oka point chepparu that something that is relevant for you and everybody else who's youngsters that are listening. Whenever you're presenting an idea, you need to present it in a way that somebody is already familiar with. Okay? So, people are already familiar with Wix, WIX, website building. So, Sriram is saying Wix for Wix for website like Wix. It's basically Wix for software development. Right? So, అలాగా ఇప్పుడు వసంత్ గారు వసంత్ మాట్లాడుతున్నప్పుడు ఓలా లైక్ app that I want to develop. Ola and Uber like, but for auto specific, not just cabs. So if you're able to encapsulate what you want to say in 3 to 4 words that people understand that I am a competitor, Amazon like e-commerce website, then people will be able to understand. You need to distill your idea. I in the sales side. Distill your idea into something that anybody can understand because they're familiar with. Thank you. Good job.
Before closing, we'll have an open mic session where anybody with innovative ideas can share them. It's all open now.
Not expecting to do this, but I'll do it. If you noticed when you went out, I had cookies out there, and those are cookies that I made at my home here on Beach Road. And so I kind of started a company around 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago because I was making these cookies at home. These are cookies, they're like a Western style cookie. They're not like the biscuit that you buy here in Visakhapatnam. They're different, they're chewy. I think they're chewy, they taste different. They have a different texture. These are the kind of cookies that I grew up eating when I grew up in Canada. And these are the kind of I like and my kids like, so I was just baking them at home and noticed that when people they would like them. And just after New Year's, there were a couple of orders for the cookies, and I decided, okay, let me see what happens. Created a menu, and as of now, I'm just taking orders on my phone number for these cookies, but I would like to expand and turn this into something that could be done on a larger scale, incorporate other baked goods such as bread, because I've heard that in Visakhapatnam there are no good breads, and I would agree, there are no good breads. So something like that. I mean, there are breads that I'm already working on like the recipes for, which have grains and like ancient grains, like you probably know, like ragi, bajar, guar, grains that we all probably grew up eating for Indian. Millet. Yeah. So developing breads that have grains and seeds, sour seeds, black seeds, sesame seeds as well in them. So basically trying to expand just from cookies into other baked goods. But I'm currently doing it from home. But I do hope to be able to expand to have a location and to have a website and be on social media and so that the word can kind of get out. Thank you.
So maybe know your name and the name of your bakery or company or whatever, and answered, I think, social media, but do you have an Instagram page or?
I'm not really on social media personally, like from a personal standpoint, but for the business, definitely something I need to start doing. The business name is The Cookie Nut, and my name is Yogna Joshalet. So right now, I'm not really on social media. Personally, I have a Facebook page, no Instagram, no Twitter, but I'm not on it.
Any of us order?
You have to phone me. I know. I'm like ancient. That's how I've been doing.
You at least have WhatsApp?
Yeah. WhatsApp.
Are you willing to invest in an additional phone number?
For sure.
Oh, my suggestion. I'm sure others will step in. My suggestion is get a phone number for your business. Right? Get a SIM card and a phone that, and download WhatsApp for business and install WhatsApp for business. Circulate that number to everybody. You can go publish a catalog of all the items that you're making, and you can do a lot of automation. You can reply quickly saying, this is what you have, do a list of broadcasts, tons of things that you can do without having to spend on digital marketing separate. Because we have a digital marketing team or division, and the minimum charge that we ask them, and that's really, really, really cheap. Yeah, companies actually they charge you $50 to $75 an hour anywhere in the world, but in Vizag, because people don't value services, we have to do whatever is the lowest. So I would suggest that you look at WhatsApp.
See what does it?
Yeah. Visible. You have a store, she can put a store in your Visible, no? He's got an online. There's an app store. Right? It's not.
I will. Thanks.
What Srinath said, get a different number.
Okay, yeah.
Still anyone with ideas?
I've been here, I think, third time in a row. Last question I gave was what I suggested in the first meeting, I want to repeat. Can we have a record of people who are given this, their contact number, so that today we had during Rajagaru's speech and again after the next speech also, what we noticed is some pictures are connecting. Last time that person there, that pitch is connecting to this pitch. Why don't we connect up with him? Again, Yogana, your suggestion for the store link. Like that, when we say this, it will get diffused after a while. We don't have the complete specific details of the person. So can we have something like a directory where the name of the person who gave the pitch, what is his subject and his contact? If he is willing to share the contact. So that someone who wants to access it, supposing one of you is an investor, but in front of everybody, you don't want to say that I want to invest with you or I want to connect. So if you have the number, maybe he can confidentially connect with you. That was the suggestion only.
hope it is okay. And if there is a factor of confidentiality in your entire thing, then maybe this won't work. But I'm saying that if it is opened up, then people would like to contact us.
Actually, we're working on our website. We'll be up something like that. As
No, an Excel sheet will do.
Again, one of the things that we need to understand, pictures and some, including the pictures, whatever they've done, PPT. So it's available there. So for people, in case I want to go back and have a look at it,
contact.
While the contact and that is one easiest way. But to understand what they have presented, I can go back and say, okay, but so they're already doing it on the WhatsApp no computer. WhatsApp group no computer. Which is Rostan. But if you have deleted path only for that, constancy and maintenance ke website mood nello inanda jambe pada. So continuity kosam we are looking at that also.
actually, the alternative way is you can contact me anytime. I'll be available 24 so that I can share you with any number or any connection or something like that.
Exactly my point is, for a detail, if I want to contact somebody from this thing, I have to contact Danish. There is no other way. I don't have the number.
Ganesh is becoming the very
Yeah, can we open it up a bit, or am I asking too much?
Actually, we are also working on that. We are creating an e-cell or something like that in AU or Andhra University, so that we'll have a group of committee. Like actually, we 5 to 6 people are only working on this continuously. As Sir said, we'll be leaving in 2 to 3 months. We'll be leaving, but we'll be present here. But we also have other things to do. So we are also looking into the committee forming and. We look up to AU students or something forming an e-cell in Andhra University, so that students also can be benefited from it. And we are looking into forming. I think probably by next week we'll be forming the cell, or and they'll conduct these meetings so on. We'll get them.
Last time Srinivas So my name is Diwakar. I run another half of management in there. It's a top series. When I came back to India 4 years ago, I really missed having sitting for to public radio, that's where I used to go meet people, get to know others, understand the city. And I thought I came home, but I don't feel home. So like I need to understand my city better, so I feel like I'm back home. So I waited for 4 years, nothing is happening, and I couldn't figure out how to get connected with others. So I started my own talk series. So every 2 weeks, first and third Saturday, right after Saturdays at 6 o'clock. So today at 6 o'clock we have a session. We invite somebody, whoever wants to share an experience, maybe one day experience, like whatever it is that they are comfortable sharing. They reflect upon it and share. Today we have Rajneesh, who runs a company, Antar IoT, or Antar IoT. I don't know how we Antar IoT. So he is going to speak about his journey of working across the world and how he started his company, why he chose Vizag started, and what he does actually, what does the company do, and his journey starting it up and down. Last session we had mother who decided to pull her kids from school and homeschool. She did not like how they were school, so she chose to do it at home, train herself in Montessori. Education, and she is homeschooling her children. So fascinating story. One before was by cement trader actually. He has his MBA and all that. He worked elsewhere in Bangalore, and he came home to run his father's business, cement and steel trading. He does well, and his sales figures go up, and cement companies sponsor tools. for all these creative school meets there. So he loves traveling, so he says yes to every tour that comes across table. But he doesn't like these package tours. But he can refuse because it's an opportunity to pay for it. So he signs up and he takes off on the tour, and once he gets there, he tells the rest of the group saying, okay, you do whatever they ask you to do, I'm not going to be with you. Two hours later I have to be at the bus, so I will be, and he takes off with his camera and does whatever he wants. That way he traveled 14 countries and he shared his experience traveling. So every two we have somebody different talking about something like today third going to be Rajni talking about journey and startup. So we do that as a AHA managed event. It's going to be a person Saturdays. Here, same one. So all welcome to join. It's free. Please spread the word. We have a WhatsApp group. Stick around. I can share all the details. Actually, we talked about cross-posting these two events on both the WhatsApp. And I pushed back and said, we don't know how people will react because you signed up for this WhatsApp group expecting startup-related information. But suddenly you come across this, been there, done that, which doesn't have any context. And you'll be like, what is this? I don't know how people might feel on the other group. So I said, wait, let's introduce each other first and then we'll figure out a strategy how to coordinate it. So hope to see you there. Session and next 2 weeks. Thank you.
Anyone with an idea or something?
Anybody? My name is Partha, currently a third year undergrad student at Manipal Institute of Technology, Manipal. So I am a World Cube Association competitor. Basically, how many of you must have tried solving the Rubik's Cube? Just raise your hands. Yes, almost majority of the people must have at least tried once on how to solve the Rubik's Cube. So I actually solved the Rubik's Cube, the 3x3 Rubik's Cube in 16 seconds. 16 to 17 seconds is my average. And I actually ranked in the top 3000 Rubik's Cube competitors in the nation. And actually, right in my first year, I worked for 2 edtech startups as a Rubik's Cube instructor. And I've actually taught more than 60 people across 3 countries, India, UK, US, and Australia. So as of now, most of the clients that I get were all inbound leads. I haven't done any publicity or marketing in the outlet. Most people discovered my profile through LinkedIn, and that's how they reached out to me. So now it was at the point I was really overwhelmed with the responses that I was getting because I simultaneously had to balance my college schedule, schedule Cube classes with parents across different time zones, and prepare materials. So one pain point or one opportunity that I saw in the entire space is the lack of structure. I work for a company called KidX, which is now one of the official partners of the new education policy being launched by the central government of India. So I was also offered a full-time package as a Rubik's Cube instructor, but that was not the path that I wanted to go ahead with. So now I'm currently working on a project called Cube Coast. The primary service that we are thinking of is basically mentoring. We'll be actually taking up classes. We have 2 other World Cube Association competitors who are ready to mentor people or anyone irrespective of their age on different WC events starting from 2x2 to 7x7 and a lot more. So this market is very new, especially in countries like India. There's a association called World Cube Association. It basically regulates all the competitions that take place around the globe. It has partnerships around 120 countries, and the ecosystem, the cubing ecosystem in India is actually growing at a very good pace. And this is a very huge community. Most of you might be knowing what is the scale of chess. We have chess on the international level. We have cricket. We have a lot more sports. This thing is just picking up. It's on the upfront. It's going to come into the mainstream, in my opinion, in the upcoming 10 to 15 years. There's a lot more push on this side. So we started this initiative. I basically have a basic demonstration website. It's called cubecourse.netlify.app. You can just basically visit it. And another service that we are actually planning to launch in the coming days is hardware. I mean, there's a lot of R&D that has to go into it. So basically, 100% of the cube hardware that we use is being manufactured by companies of China. There's not even one competitor apart from China. You will be really surprised to look into how large the community is. There's actually a cube which costs 7,000 rupees. That's actually a huge price point for people, especially in India. The purchasing power parity isn't that high. But there are cubes in the range of 200 to, like, there are cubes in every range basically. So competitors across the world. So we have Felix Zemdex, who's been multiple world record holder. His average is 5 seconds on the Rubik's cube. I've been like 5 seconds is the average on the 3x3 Rubik's cube. And the amount of engineering that goes into building a product, we just like take into consideration that it's just a playing toy. It's just a cube. What's more, like we usually have a perception that people with high IQ or logical abilities only will be able to solve it. But that's not the case. Everybody can do it, and that's what we wanted to show because I've taught kids from the age of 5 to 20. So a kid of age 5 was able to learn the entire cube in 8 classes. But yeah, so the hardware, in terms of hardware perspective, the amount of engineering that goes into building a small, tiny little 3x3 is immense. We have magnets coming into the 3x3, which will help you get a better stability. And upon that, you can adjust the spring compression. You can adjust the tension of the screw that goes inside in that building engineering products. That's the reason the price point is really high. So we thought there's actually a company called Cube Lelo in India. It's the largest. It's the e-commerce for cubes basically in India. They hold the majority of the cube purchases that happen. It started by alumni of NIT and IIT Bombay. So, but they don't have indigenous manufacturing goods too. They just import cubes from China and they just basically sell it. So going forward, we like really want to explore the hardware space of building good quality cube products that we can scale across the globe. That's the further plan. It's a very further plan. I'm not really sure how that goes about. But yeah, as of now, we are actually open sessions for mentorships, and we are also looking into a B2B model. We'll be like collaborating with startups, edtech startups specifically, and schools to provide Rubik's Cube services to them. So if anyone is interested in taking up like learning Rubik's Cube or having a partnership with us, we'll be more than happy to do it. Thank you.
Hi. Audible? Yes. Myself, Vamsi. So, I'm a financial background, right? Into banking and mutual funds. Okay. So recently, a year back, I started my own because I do take care of financial planning. Why I'm talking about this? For all these things, you need finance. And remember, ask your fathers, your forefathers, or your grandfathers. No one, including my father, no one has planned their company. Just they are taking the salary on the day one and spending till 25th, again waiting for the salary on the day one. This is the Indian culture. And most of the business people, they invest only into real estate and buildings. For which, suppose today if you want 10 lakhs, you can't sell a property worth of 1 crore, right? You should have that liquidity also. Remember, if you have your financial planning well, 95% of the problems will be solved. Remaining 5 you can solve. You're financially free. Always remember that the first step, always remember people doesn't have an emergency fund also. They have to wait for a per day one salary. Because that is what I do, that is what I have done as an employee also. This is what my startup. Maybe I can say startup because what I say to the client is, today if I tell you that, sir, please have a plan for your future also, maybe for your retirement. I said, I will travel with you till your retirement, if both are alive. So nobody will give, because many of you have invested somewhere, apart from real estate, maybe mutual fund, insurance fund. Let us say someone has invested 5 years back. Who are the person suggested to that investment? But then any time in the last 5 years, whether he came back, said this is what the investment you have done, this is what the status. No one, right? No one has come back. No one will come back. But he's not working. Because unless he is a startup guy, because he is living on that, so that he will say, okay, I need to take care of my client. If he is an employee, he will move to some other job or some other thing. Always that's where always startups have a different value because they are I can say that they can give a best customer service, like, or because they thought that today if I become Raju became my client, for example, I thought that Raju has to be my client till the time I'm on there. Maybe my next generation will take care of my let's say startup, so that his next generation also has to come up with my next. That's what the business kind of, because that's why I came into finance because that is what I know. Like, I don't accept Excel in the so that's why my company name is Prime Investide LL. I started my own limited liability partner so that it will continue for generations. Remember, any company start up on an individual name. For example, you can do business in individual name also. That will end up with you one. You can't continue with your next company because these are all the large companies. Let's say the Tatas and Birlas. The management, the owner is the management is changing continuously, but not the name. It's continuous. That's all from myself.
Anyone with ideas? So now we are open for any suggestions or anything, just in a single line or 1 minute. Okay, then can I have the remarks from our speaker then? You felt about startup.
It's a great opportunity. As I told you, this is my hometown, and I really wish this kind of platform should be there when I'm in Hyderabad and when I Bangalore. And I think the way you have distributed kind of platform is really great. I see it's not that standing there and talking the way the company or whatever what they are doing, the way your suggestions, that is more valuable. So, like you were talking about AI, and it's not discouraging. That's it. It's what we want. When we pitch in, we think that everything is right at our end. But when we come to this kind of platforms, start pushing us, that is where we can work out on that and we can come up with a better idea. I think it's a great platform, and thanks to your friend, I also look forward to whatever way I can contribute with this startup Saturday. And when he has started something very, I never thought that kind of thing is available, which is India. Because in US, I think these are the very common. It's a great platform. Thanks.
Any suggestions? They're open to hear.
I have audience who's ready to listen. Might as well take the mic and talk. But on a more serious note, still, I know that the suggestion that we're supposed to work at, I don't know, work on that, try to make it happen. What a quick solution, website, all it goes up. Something that access by quickly and quickly, while at the same time protecting privacy. That's the challenge there. But all the videos, including today's, are available on the YouTube channel. Our presentation last week is also there, by the way. So it does have the phone number there. It is painful. There are times when I think about why not let people say, this is my company and what I do as a part of it. But I've noticed that a couple of people are already doing that. They are not hesitating. They're just saying, this is what I do. Get the eyeballs of while everybody else is quietly saying, I will be in my corner. Let me not be prominent. So I wanted to talk about 2 points related. One is that all of you who are here I know some of you are here for a particular reason. You want to encourage other startups or you want to, but there are some of you who are here who are having ideas and you're not stepping forward to come and share those ideas. I'm wondering, I can guess a few reasons why, but I would encourage you to overcome your shyness, just come and speak here. Because you would see, we're going to take your example. Rostan came here once, spoke, after 60 seconds, he didn't know what to say, so he said, thank you. But then he came back again, had a presentation. So the presentation, then he said, yeah, that's it. I can understand from my slides. And third time, then he changed what he's trying to get some idea. Went back in the audience, try to answer it. And that's how he's overcoming his fear, shyness, speak. And I would like to encourage all the, at least the younger people. Older people don't need encouragement. The younger people to stop being spectators and come and get some idea. Yeah, might be a bad thing. Bad thing it may not work, but we tell you it won't work and then try something. At least you'll be able to invest. Be able to not just sit there as a spectator and say you'll participate. Because once you stand here and participate, then you will want to come back to other instances because you want what other people are saying. Because now you're now invested in. And if I get more and more investors, other people taking care of financial language, but if I get more and more investors over here, then I won't have free seats. If we don't have free seats, that's a great thing because that means that we're doing something right for Vizag. We're able to help people in Vizag, one another, and grow. Then that's something that's just don't want to depend on anybody else. We already have support. The university minister call for us so that it's for us without actually costing it. What's more, get snacks also. But ICICI Bank, so that ICICI Bank is sponsoring snacks, so be fair that we mentioned. The second point that I wanted to for the people who are coming and pitching, some pitches which go very fast. Like what Vasanth did over here. It was very surprising because Vasanth had got a very suddenly he was all tongue tied and didn't know what to say first. Then, I think that's a great example of you're facing difficulty. Don't give up. Wait, be patient, couple of deep breaths, and start speaking. Then you forget about the find it. But